Hey there, it is Chanel here from Canadian Pixie Dust, and I wanted to talk to you today about PhotoPASS. So my whole purpose in doing these videos was to share with you some of the things that we really love about visiting Disney and our tips and tricks for, maximizing our visit, getting what we really want out of it, and really having an amazing time. So for us, it is always super duper important to add that memory maker onto our vacation. We love having as many pictures of our trip as we possibly can, and we love that with the PhotoPASS system, we are able to get pictures of our whole family together without one of us having to be behind the camera and getting pictures just as a family. Some candid moments with characters, pictures in front of some of the iconic spots in the park, our family on rides, which are some of my favorite photos because they are hilarious. It is just one of those things that makes our trip extra special. Now, anybody that knows me knows how much I love photography. I love having pictures taken of my family. I get family pictures done once a year. Photography is kind of one of the #1 things on my list for when we got married down in Disney World. It is something that is really important to me. I love photos and I really, really cherish them. I cherish those memories caught on film, being able to see my babies grow, seeing family members, seeing our experiences, our adventures, our trips, those special moments in our lives. It's really important to me. So knowing that Disney has people there that can take those pictures for me is really special. It's something that I really love about our Disney experience. So whether you visit Disneyland or Disney World, there are PhotoPASS photographers in both parks. Cast members are dressed the same in both parks as photographers, so you can see those iconic tan vests with their big old cameras and you know who to go and see to get your picture taken in the park. And they are there and happy to use your own phone or camera and take a picture for you. You don't necessarily have to have them take a picture with their own camera, although I highly recommend it. Whether you've purchased a pass in advance or maybe you just head on and take a look at the photos that are there and maybe just purchase 1 or 2 digital downloads of your trip, those pictures are extra special. So I just kind of want to explain the options for PhotoPASS, whether you're in Disneyland or Disney World, just so you know what it is. Again, I am not being paid by Disney in any way, shape, or form, but I do want to share this because it's something that's really important to me and to our trips to Disney. So recently we visited Disneyland for our 1-year anniversary, and we added on the MaxPass system to our ticket. It has gone to $15 a day per person to add that MaxPass on, and that gives you access to the FastPass system as well as to PhotoPASS pictures. So that is $15 per day per person to add that on, and you get both PhotoPASS and FastPass. If you haven't watched my video about MaxPass, I'll put the link in the comments below so you can take a look at that video and learn a little bit more about the MaxPass system. In Disneyland, they also offer it as an add-on to their annual pass. It's an extra $100 to add that MaxPass system on. Or they do offer one that's just PhotoPASS. It is a PhotoPASS plus 1 week or 7 consecutive day pass. It's $78 and that adds on to your trip. Again, all these prices are US. Yes, I'm Canadian, but they are US pricing because of course Disney is in the United States. Now, if you head on over to Disney World, it's a little bit different. It is called the Memory Maker. Memory Maker is $169 when you purchase it in advance, or $199 if you've purchased it less than 3 days out from your trip, on your trip, or after your trip. And that gives you unlimited pictures from the PhotoPASS photographers while you're in the Disney parks. Now, they're just not in the parks. You may find them at the hotel sometimes, as well as in Disney Springs. We've had our picture taken there a handful of times. There's also a PhotoPASS booth in Disney Springs that's kind of fun. They have different backgrounds. It's lots of fun to go and check out. That is all included in your Memory Maker, as well as your ride photos. Or if you are a Run Disney fan, those are included as well. You can use the number off your Run Disney bib to get your pictures from any of the Run Disney events. So there is lots and lots of options. Now, your pass is activated when you take your first picture with a PhotoPASS photographer, and they are active for 30 days from that first picture being taken. They are deleted from their system after 45 days. So if you hit that 30 days and you haven't quite gotten to downloading all your pictures, you can add on an extension for $19.95 US to get that extra little bit of time to get your pictures downloaded. One of the fun things that I really love is that you can also go in and add digital frames and stamps to your pictures so that when you print them out, they have different frames, or like first visit or Magic Kingdom. It has the date, that sort of thing, which is also lots of fun to add onto your pass. Now, it is super easy to do. When you have your picture taken by a photographer, you can link it to your Magic Band, or they'll give you it's kind of like a little plastic credit card, or a gift card, that kind of idea. It has a QR code on it, your Run Disney bib, all those things will get you your photos. Now you can do it through the My Disney Experience app, which I always highly recommend downloading before you head to the parks. It's got tons of information, including ride times, restaurants. You can pre-order at some of the restaurants. It's got your fast passes on there. It's got your photos on there. It's got your plans on there. It's got so much good stuff on there. Wait times, where to find characters, you name it. Get that My Disney Experience app, or you can also check them out on the PhotoPASS website. We love the My Disney Experience app and often start downloading our photos in the parks. Thank goodness for Wi-Fi in the parks. Because we like to sneak those photos in and start sharing them right away. And we love seeing them. Now you can link up to 25 people to your memory maker in Disney World, which is kind of amazing. When we went down for our wedding, we linked all of our wedding guests. Now we did not have 25 wedding guests, we had a very small wedding, but we linked them all to our memory maker so they all had photos from their visit to Disney while they were there visiting us to get married, which was super special. Now it is linked to the person's account that purchased the memory maker, so they are responsible for downloading and distributing those pictures, which as the bride I was absolutely happy to do. Now, one little tip, I know my little people like to scan their Magic Band when they're at the PhotoPASS photographer, and as long as all your little people are listed on your My Disney Experience app, which I'm guessing they will be, they can scan their band and those pictures still go right to your My Disney Experience. I love that part. Whether it's me, my husband, my mom who often comes with us, or my kids, it all goes to the same place. Now you can change your sharing permissions at any time, so know that that is also an option. Now, the package that you're purchasing is digital downloads, but you do have the option to purchase a disc of your pictures or additional merchandise as well, whether that's magnets or photo cards or calendars. I had one done for my mom after one of our trips, which was super easy to do. You just plopped the photos into the template that was full of Disney characters and created a beautiful calendar for her for the year of memories of our entire trip, which was fantastic. They've got photo frames, coffee mugs, mouse pads, you name it. There's all sorts of stuff you can put your Disney photos on to be able to purchase merchandise later. Now, I have to admit, one of my favorite things about PhotoPASS is magic shots. So if you have never gotten a magic shot at Disney, I highly recommend it. It is so much fun because it's just adding a little of that Disney magic into your pictures. We always ask the photographer to do one, but not tell us what it is, so we have that surprise when we open it up. And as a family, we always guess, trying to figure out which one we got. Sometimes it's easier to guess than others, but either way, it's super fun to see them after they show up under the My Disney Experience app. So basically what happens is they pose you in a certain way, and then they add in digitally some characters or Mickey balloons, Tinkerbell. Who else do they have? Captain Hook, Mickey, Minnie. We had the dancing ghosts when we were at the not so scary Halloween party. Bambi, we've had butterflies at Animal Kingdom, Jiminy Cricket, Figment over in Epcot. There is a ton of them and they are super special. So this is kind of what it looks like. So for example, Tinkerbell, which is one of my favorites. I love Tinkerbell. You put your hands together, you give a surprise look, and then when you open that My Disney Experience app, magically Tinkerbell is standing in your hands. It is some of my favorite shots, I'm not gonna lie, is those Tinkerbell magic shots. We love them in our house. So I also wanted to share two kind of like pixie dust moments that we've had with PhotoPASS photographers because they were extra special for us. And I thought, you know, I want to share those with you too. So the first one was we went down for my 40th birthday to do some wedding planning and to, of course, celebrate my 40th birthday, because what better place to celebrate your birthday than in Disney World? So it was just a couples weekend. My husband and I went, at that time my fiance, and on my birthday we bounded as Tinkerbell and Peter Pan in the Magic Kingdom, because that is where I wanted to spend my birthday. And we had the most magnificent PhotoPASS photographer on Main Street in front of the castle, who took probably 30 photos of us. When she noticed that we were bounding as Peter Pan and Tinkerbell, she went above and beyond and got some of the most amazing shots of us on my birthday that will forever be so special to me. They were just amazing, and I am so grateful for her and the memories of my 40th birthday and our trip to Disney World. Then the second one was while we were down at Disney for my wedding. My husband and I decided on our very last night of our trip to surprise our kiddos with a dessert party at Magic Kingdom, and we did the garden viewing. So we were a little late getting up because we got a later reservation into the dessert area because it was last minute. So we were kind of late getting down into the garden area to get a good seat, but we wanted to get our fill of desserts first before we headed down. So we kind of planted it close to the PhotoPASS photographer because that's kind of where it was easiest viewing. We knew that she wouldn't be standing near the fence during the fireworks, and it would give us a pretty good view of the castle and the fireworks, of course. So we made friendly with her because we often make friendly with cast members while we're down there. Again, like I said, we get some of the greatest tips and tricks and information about Disney when we chat with the different cast members. They have so much to share, and so many of them absolutely love Disney and their jobs, so they're so happy to share their experiences and whatever they can with you to make your trip a little bit more magical. So we had a great time chatting with her. She took lots of pictures of our family for us, which was fantastic. A few during the fireworks and of course some before. And then we were sitting around afterwards because if anybody knows, if you go to the fireworks at Magic Kingdom and when it goes to clear out, it is a ton of people. So we figured we would just sit around and wait until things kind of clear out before we headed out towards the front gates. So her manager came down and a couple of other photographers were there waiting for the end of the night, and they were chatting with us too. And it was fantastic. And one of the PhotoPASS managers asked my daughter if she was to be a cast member at Disney, what would she do? Which I totally expected her to say that she would be a princess, because what little girl does not want to be a princess? But she said, you know what? I really love what you do. I love the PhotoPASS photographers because they capture everybody's memories on film. Now, the apple didn't fall far from the tree, thank goodness. And the PhotoPASS guy manager was totally impressed, said, wait right there, I will be right back. Within maybe 5-10 minutes, he was right back again. He had a little vest for her. It said junior photographer. They lowered down the tripod for the camera. They taught her how to set up the picture, how to snap the picture, to focus the camera, all that stuff. She snapped some pictures of her brother in front of the castle, and it was the most magical experience for her. She was in her glory being this little junior photographer. We took some pictures with the photographers, and it was the perfect end to our perfect vacation and our wedding trip to Disney. It was completely magical. So there is those magical little times out there that happen in the park, a little bit of extra pixie dust that happen, and they happen all the time if you're just, open to it. And like I said, we're always really kind to the cast members. We always chat them up. We always find out lots of great stuff for them, and then little things like that happen too. Now, I can't finish this video without mentioning the Disney Fine Art Photography as well. They are responsible for all the amazing wedding photos you see around Disney. Disney does thousands of weddings a year, and yes, I promise I will make some videos about Disney weddings since we got married down in Disney World. But they also do family shoots at a lot of the resorts, and they do special shots in Magic Kingdom. They are there while everybody's in the park. So they don't guarantee nobody in your pictures, but it is kind of a magical little shot off in the garden, off to the side, and it is pretty special. So check out Disney Fine Art Photography if you want to kind of take up your photo game a little bit at the parks. I will admit we've never done a family shoot, but I'm sure we will at some point, but we were so happy with them for our photography for our wedding. So huge shout out to Allie and Britt and Mike, who did all of our wedding photos. We are so happy with them and totally in love with them. They're, again, all over our house too. So I couldn't finish out this video about PhotoPASS photography without showing you some of my favorite photos taken by the PhotoPASS photographers around the parks. So stay tuned and take a look. Also, if there's anything that you would like to see in my videos, want to know about our trips, please comment below and let me know what you want to hear about next. I am happy to oblige. Keep that magic going and take a look at these photos.